Hello and welcome to another update video. In this video I want to talk about Fantom, requested by a lot of you guys. And again, it's not a crypto I'm holding, but I do this purely because it was requested heavily by some of you guys. So bear in mind, I don't know the chart very well, not as well as, for example, Cardano. So bear with me and take it all with a pinch of salt anyway. And this is no financial advice. And in this video, I don't talk about fundamentals, only what I see in the chart. So we take a look on the larger, on the higher time frame, on the daily. Start here. We can see that, we made a high here back in May, on the 10th of May. We came down all the way in a longer consolidation as so many other cryptos did. And then at some point here around the 20th of July, we started to pick up again. We had a very well-defined neckline here, a very well-defined recent high above. When we broke that, really the uptrend really started significantly. We got to it's always easy to define a price target, looking back, but it was, what generally happens when you have something like that and something like a neckline or something, you can take the depth of that pretty much like a cup and handle, even though you can't really clearly see a handle here. But you take that, add it to the top of that breakout point, and we pretty much got there with a price target here in that region. Very, very accurately hit that target level. So that is why we also sort of got to the limit there, to the end, right? I applied the Fibonacci retracement levels here to that major wave. So from then on, we had probably our 5 waves here to the upside. So you had probably something like the 1, 2, 3. 3. There was this retracement here to the 4, and then the 5 was just a major wave to the upside. What we can see since then, we've been very similar to Bitcoin in an ABC correction, and now we could be seeing something like a wave 1 to the upside here, or maybe that's what I see here on the daily time frame at least. So we could have continued, we could have finished our move to the downside already, even though we haven't touched the golden ratio, the golden pocket. A very similar chart now at the moment what we were doing with Cardano, for example, or with Bitcoin. It's more similar to Bitcoin at the moment here, at least in this consolidation phase. Looking at the indicators, we are in the bullish range on the RSI. We are making a bullish cross currently on the MACD, which is actually a buy signal if it's not a fake out, but we're just doing this now. And also we're getting we are above the 0 line, so rather bullish. And also we have a long signal here on the ADX, even though technically on the ADX on the daily we are in a range market. It's below 20, the ADX line. So if it's above 20, it indicates that we are in a trending market. So we might just be getting back to that, but at the moment we are still have not marked a higher high. So I'm going to show you that on the lower time frame. So let me delete that. Generally, certainly, also looking at the moving averages, we are in an uptrend here. We're even above the 20-day moving average again. That provided some resistance here in that range in the last week or so. It provided a lot of resistance. Before that, it provided support. So we can assume that this crypto here, Fantom, really on the daily, really respect the 20-day moving average. You can see that here we had a lot of support. It really acted as support line here as well. When we had that flash crash, it came all the way down to that 20-day moving average. Very interesting observation, very important also going forward to bear that in mind. And then we broke it to the downside. We hit the $1 mark, which is a psychological support level as well. And then it was resistance, and now it might act as support again. So very interesting. We also made a golden cross here on the 6th of September, which is a very bullish sign. The golden cross, that when the 50-day is crossing above the 200-day moving average, whenever that happened in the past, we saw really good times in terms of the price. So we saw that here, but then actually it crashed. But this could only be this, in my opinion, is only a short-term consolidation that we see, and now could be already back on our way to the upside. Might come down once more and then continue our way to the upside, but we're certainly here in an uptrend. What else? We can see some very interesting support lines actually, or maybe can I actually, if I just take back the Fibonacci extension and retracement tool just to see where we are. So also in terms of important retracement levels, we came back actually below that 0.214 Fibonacci retracement level. We tested it, dropped then back further, came down all the way to the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level at 107. Bounced off that, came up again quite close to the 0.214 Fibonacci retracement level, dropped all the way down, came down nearly to the 0.618, the golden pocket, golden ratio. Didn't quite get there, and then found a lot of resistance here at the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level as well. But now we are climbing up the ladder again and might find now some resistance again at the 159 level, where the 0.214 Fibonacci retracement level is sitting. In terms of extension levels, just to bear in mind, if we make a higher high at some point where we could get to, so the next extension level, which are then the next price targets, as we make a new high above about the 198, above $2 roughly, we could get to 248. So that's probably also psychological 250 level here that we are addressing then. And also we could actually get to the most significant one is the 1.618, and that is, we're talking a little bit of a longer term here. $3.11 is just a price target where we might face some resistance going forward then. Let's take a look at the shorter term time frame just to see where we are at the moment on the shorter term time frames. Also here you can see that we're finding support at the 20 period moving average. Very important observation there as well. That is the 1 hour chart basically here at the moment. We also did not manage, and again, that is so similar to Bitcoin, we did not manage to get above the 152 level. That is basically here that important high that we have on the Bitcoin chart as well, obviously with a different value, but we need to get above that to continue our move to the upside, to really continue the uptrend. As long as we haven't done that, we are technically still in the consolidation, still in a short-term downtrend. Even though we're making higher lows down here, we need to get above that and close the 4 hour or the daily at least above that level. We haven't done that yet. As long as we haven't done that, my view is we are still continuing in a consolidation. That's just what you have to assume, but we are very close to breaking it, making high lows here. So it could really be that we are forming some sort of a breakout formation here and could then push up. And if we break that, we certainly can expect some resistance here at 170 before we then head to the $2 level. So that's all good. Should we really not break it and should we head down once more, you can certainly expect some support here at the 120 level, which is that most recent low here, but we could also fall down to $1 again because we are certainly in that range at the moment. You can clearly see that. Right, but it's just looking strong at the moment. Even if we come down once more, I think the whole structure of the chart also on the daily is looking quite strong. So we could from there, even if we drop one down to $1 again, it's a highly volatile crypto as well, then we could push, continue that move to the upside once more. We could actually also drop down below $1. We could get down to that golden ratio again that we haven't even touched yet, because that's just one of the most important retracement levels on the grand scheme of things. But yeah, so watch that level, the one very important one, 152. If we break that to the upside and maybe retest it, that would be a good trade entry in my view. Really good trade entry, in my opinion. So yeah, it's looking good at the moment. Just, there could be another consolidation that we haven't really pushed above that 152 level. As long as that's not the case, we could really come down once more. And if that's the case, even better for a potential price entry. But also if we break the 152, that could be a good trade entry as well, depending on your strategy. Maybe wait for a retest of that when you flip that resistance then to a support level. And from then on, we could head to certainly the $2 level again. You can see it here actually as 195 here on the 1 hour chart. So yeah, but psychologically, I think $2 is certainly achievable. Right, all right, so that's pretty much where we are at the moment. Hope you liked the update. A lot of people asked me for it. If you liked it, please smash the like button and also subscribe for more content. If you want me to cover Fantom, maybe, not every day, I can't do everything every day, but maybe once a week or so, let me know in the comments. It also depends on how many views the video gets, because some cryptos are just not that popular and also obviously have a limited time really. But certainly as a channel member, I prioritize these choices. So if you want to become channel member, if members ask for certain cryptos to be covered, I certainly prioritize these choices. So you might want to consider that, and you can find a link in the description, but also you can find the join button next to the subscribe button. And as a member, you also get access to live streams, and you can get access to the chat rooms as well, depending on your membership level. All right, so hopefully you liked it. If you did, again, subscribe, hit the like button, and I hope I'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Ciao.